this is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and tonight I'm going to make a whole meal for you. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm making steaks tonight, and these are, I didn't get very expensive. It's just round steak, but hopefully I'm going to show you a way that you can take a cheaper steak and make it very tender and delicious. I'm going to fry it using my NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop and in my cast iron skillet. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I've got 2 huge baked potatoes that I have washed, and any kind of what I think maybe a spot or whatever I cut off on my baked potatoes, but I've got them in the pan. And what I'm going to do now, I've got my stove preheated to 450, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pour some Crisco vegetable oil on them. And you got to make sure that they're dry, and that was too much. I'll put some on the other one too. Make sure that they're dry, and then put them, put the oil all over and rub it all over them. And these are going to be like steakhouse baked potatoes. A lot of people wrap theirs in aluminum foil, and I usually do, but I'm not going to this time. I want them to be, the skins to be crispy. And so what you do is you take kosher salt. I've got the oil rubbed on them. You take kosher salt, and shake that all over them. Get it all on them really good. My daughter's boyfriend does not like baked potatoes. I've never heard of anybody that don't like baked potatoes, but he doesn't. So these 2 potatoes will be more than enough. Alright, and I've got some coarse ground black pepper, and I'm just going to put some of that on it too. And I'm going to put these in the oven at 450, and they're going to cook for probably an hour. And once they are done in an hour, I'll take them out, and then I'll wrap them in aluminum foil, and I'll let them sit until we get ready to eat. But here's the potatoes. They're going in now, and so I'll bring you back. I'm going to make a salad and the steaks and baked potatoes, and I'll bring you back when I get ready to do something else. Okay, I'm back, and I just wanted to show you that these are the 3 steaks that I'm fixing, and they were $11.75, and I got them for $8.21, and they're choice beef round, bottom round steak. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to fry these, but right now I've taken them out of the refrigerator so they'll get room temperature, because you don't, when I cook something in my cast iron skillet, the skillet's going to be hot, and you don't want to put your meat in there and it be cold, or it'll like seize up, and you don't want, that'll make it even tougher. So you don't want to do that. So you want it to come to room temperature. And now what I'm going to do is fix a salad, and I was getting heads of lettuce or romaine lettuce or whatever and using that and the salad did not last longer than 2 days. And this tends to, this is just Classic Garden. It's Kroger Fresh Selection Classic Garden Salad, and it's just got cabbage and carrots and iceberg lettuce in it. And this lasts a lot longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this. And I'm going to use about half of this in this salad. We absolutely love salads around here. I mean, I do. I love salad. And my daughter does too. So I'm using about half of this. And then I'll put this in a sealable bag, and like a Ziploc bag, and put that in the fridge. And then I have broccoli and carrots, and these have already washed and ready to use. And I'll put about half of this in there. And if it's bigger pieces, like this, and I'm going to try, I've got to cut these off because I don't like the ends of them like that. And I'll just cut them into littler pieces because I really don't like big pieces of broccoli, even though I like broccoli in my salad. So I just cut them up and put little pieces of the broccoli in here. And I've got one large cucumber, and I cut that in half, and then that in half, and then I'll slice that and put that in here. I have one whole green bell pepper that I've cut into 4 pieces, and I'll slice that and chop that up and put it in here. And then I have an 10-ounce container of fresh grape tomatoes that I'll slice in half and put in here. And I boiled eggs. We like eggs in it, and sunflower seeds, bacon bits, you name it. We like everything in our salad. And the best dressing that we found that you can buy at the store is Walmart's buttermilk ranch dressing, the light. It's better than the the one that's not light, just the ranch dressing. We really like that a lot. And so I'm going to chop all this stuff up. The potatoes are in the oven baking. I'm going to fix the salads. Then I'll bring you back when I get ready to work on the steaks. But I did want to tell y'all that several people have said I sound exactly like Paula Deen. Well, y'all, I really don't mean to sound like Paula Deen. This is Debbie. This is not Paula Deen. And I'm sorry that y'all think that I sound like her. Even though I love her, I think she got the shit end of the stick. Excuse my language, but I really do. I love Paula Deen, but she says pecan. I say pecan. There's several other things too that she says that I say different. She's from Georgia? I'm from Virginia. So, and I don't really consider Virginia being in the South. I say it's the Middle Eastern United States, because to me Virginia's right in the middle of the United States. So I don't think it's the South, but I still say y'all and yonder, and y'all come over here, and y'all come over yonder or go over yonder or whatever. That's just me. My grandparents, I guess you would say, were from the country, so that's how they talked. And then my mom and dad, even though mom and dad didn't really talk that much, I guess country-wise, I guess I do. And another thing I want to tell y'all is I've been meaning to tell you about my garden, my bucket garden. I had one last year, and I had one this year too, and I still do. But for some reason, this is the last year that I will try tomatoes. I had all different kinds of tomatoes. Grape tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, better boys, bigger boys, cherry tomatoes. I had, I think it was like 10 plants out there. I've gotten maybe 2 off of them. I planted 4 cucumbers, got none off of it. Each cucumber, it was supposed to be pickling cucumbers. Don't ask me why, but they ended up being totally round, about that big. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. But there was only 2 on it. I've got 6 squash plants out there. They're still blooming. I've got 1 squash out there. I have 4 pepper plants that are just now getting itty bitty peppers on it. And I planted this stuff back in May. And it's August. I don't know whether all the rain, I don't know what happened, but I think I'm going to give up on my bucket garden. It's just better for me to go up to Bent Mountain in Virginia and get my vegetables up there, or even go to Kroger's to get my vegetables there. But because it's been kind of hard, I still will never know what I've done wrong. But I've got holes all in there. I've got Miracle Grow soil in the buckets. They just haven't done anything. But anyway, I'm going to fix this salad and get it ready, and I'll bring you back when I get ready to do the steaks. Okay, I did want to bring y'all back and show you something. Here's my salad, and what I have done is I have taken 2 paper towels and I've gotten them wet, and if you take your paper towels and lay them over the wet paper towels over your salad and then cover it, it's supposed to make it last longer. And I had a friend of mine that worked at a restaurant that had a salad bar, and every night that's what they made them do, was put wet paper towels over the salad, and it really does work. I mean, this won't this will stay like this for about 3 days, but it really does keep it from turning brown and all that. But I'm gonna put this back in the fridge, and I'm getting ready to do the steaks, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back, and I have my cast iron skillet on my NuWave Precision Induction Cooktop, and I've got it set at 375. I think you can see that. Setting at 375, and I'm just getting it warmed up. And I'm going to go in and put a little bit of oil. I'm not going to put very much in there, because maybe about a tablespoon. And here are my 3 steaks. And I was going to show you this really neat meat tenderizer that I had bought on Food Network or the Cooking Channel. They have this program called Good Eats on there, and it's with Alton Brown. And he had the coolest meat tenderizer. And I went out a couple years ago and bought it, and it was like $25, something like that. And it's gone. And that's the problem when you have nurses or whatever that work for you. There's a lot of turnover in when you have someone, and in the process of turning over, my stuff kind of gets lost. So I've done looked everywhere and I can't find it. But anyway, here's my 3 steaks, and what I'm going to do is marinating steaks really doesn't make them any tender. It does give them that taste, if you want that taste, but of whatever you marinate them in. But I really don't like that. I really just like a salt and pepper. And so I'm using meat tenderizer. This is McCall's meat tenderizer, unseasoned. And what I do is I'll put a little bit on here, on each one of them, on this side. And this already has a lot of salt in it. So I don't really put any salt on there. But I am going to use this A1 dry rub. I'm not going to rub them, but it's just cracked peppercorn. And I'm going to try this and see what it tastes like. I haven't used it before. So let me get it open. Anyway, we're going to see what that tastes like. A1 cracked peppercorn. So I'm putting that on here. And then what I do is I take the fork and I just beat them like this. Pretty much that's all I do, and I do it on both sides. And these are just round steaks. These are nothing expensive or whatever. I've got ribeyes and New York strips in the freezer, but I just wanted to fix steaks tonight and baked potatoes, and so I had to go to the store today, and Kroger's had a good deal on these, so I went on and got them. So, but I'm going to do this to both sides of these steaks, and then I'm going to put them in the frying pan, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back, and I've got all three of these have been tenderized on both sides, and I'm going to go on and put them in my frying pan. My frying pan had gotten hot. Ah, I love that sound. Alright, and I'm going to let these cook. I don't like raw steaks or rare. I don't like medium. I like my steaks medium. So these are not very thick. So I'm probably going to cook these for about 5 minutes on each side, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to eat. Alright, here's the steaks. I had to turn on my exhaust, so hopefully y'all can hear me. It's time to turn them now. So I'm going to turn them over the opposite way. Ooh, that one's good and too. Alright, and then this one, I'm turning it this way. And now 5 more minutes. Let me make sure. 5 more minutes. I'm going to let these cook. And I'm going to check them then. The potatoes are ready, so I'm going to get them out and wrap them in aluminum foil. And I'm fixing Texas toast. So I've got to get that ready. And I'll bring you back. Okay, it's been 12 minutes. After 10 minutes, I turned them over to the other side, and I've let them, blood was coming out, and I really don't like that. So, I'm going to put them on this plate, and then I'm going to cover this plate with aluminum foil, and I'm going to let them sit here for 5 or 10 minutes, and when we get ready to eat, I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back, and here's my beautiful dinner for tonight. I do want to show you all something though. I want you to see the grain. See how the grain of the meat is going this way? When I go to cut this meat, I want to cut it across the grain. and that makes it more tender. And I'm gonna see, I know y'all are gonna think that I'm silly, but I really like ketchup on my steak. That's that's the only thing I like on it, is ketchup. I'm a ketchup person. So you can see my steak, and it's a little bit pink inside, not very much, and that's exactly how I like it. So cooking it for those 12 minutes was just perfect. And so I have my steak, my baked potato, and my salad, and my Texas toast. And now I'm going to put a little bit of ketchup on this piece. Let me shake this ketchup up. And I'm going to see what it tastes like. This is the first time I've made a steak like this, a round steak in my cast iron skillet. So we're going to see what it tastes like. It is so moist. You can almost see the juices in it. It is so moist. So I just wanted you to see this, so you can see how to make a beautiful dinner for your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, using the Precision Induction Cooktop. Or you can just use your stove and use a cast iron skillet on your stove and do it like that. So I hope you like this recipe. Give me a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to my channel. And you have a wonderful night. Bye.